Hey guys, and welcome to my latest landscape photography and wilderness adventure here in Tasmania. Today I'm on the north coast of Tasmania and it's blowing a gale. It's one of those afternoons that I just feel like tucking in at home, putting the wood fire on, glass of red wine and just letting the day blow its way past. But I've decided that can wait. It's time to get outside and check out some rugged landscapes. I'm going to go and make my way across this beach that you'll see in a moment and head down into the northern corner of that beach where all the waves are crashing in, and I'm going to try and get some interesting coastal scenes. As you can see, it's quite windy out here. Might be a good day to lose a hat. So let's go check it out. So this is definitely one of those days where I need to be very methodical in what I'm doing and slow right down. I'd like to get in over there for a picture, but to set up over there with my back against the waves to protect my gear from all this spray is just too dangerous. So when I say time to be methodical, I've really got to step back and go slow with my actions. This is the type of environment where it's too easy to make a mistake and get very wet, which I'm already kind of getting wet at the moment, or even lose some camera gear by just rushing and not thinking too much about what I'm doing. I've got two lenses I brought today. I bought a 35mm and an 85mm. I'd like to step back with the 85 and shoot a couple of jagged rocks shooting up out of the ocean just there, but I just want to give it a look with the 35 as well. And I've got cold hands, so getting gear on's a little bit harder than what it usually is. I really have to pay attention to my gear as well. The rain looks like it might come at any time, and I just don't want to leave my gear exposed here out in the elements. So really time to slow down, just think about a real nice simple composition, get my gear ready, might even set up the tripod if I see something over there I like and go into position and shoot and just get out of there. I'm getting covered in sea foam at the moment, which is really cool, this stuff here, but it also is really good at salting up a lens really quickly and making life a little bit harder down by the ocean. So I'm just going to duck over into position here, see if I can find a spot, retreat, possibly get a lens on. It really is a different scene over here when you're getting close. That spot that I want to get in over there, in front of that rock rising out of the ocean there, is just a bit too hard to get into. I wanted to get some elevation in there with my 35mm right up close, but I'm just going to get sprayed, and those showers that were promised today are coming in quite hard at the moment, so I'm just going to retract back here a little bit and have a look at shooting that same scene from a different vantage point, which is making life very uncomfortable down here. And what I'm looking at now is shooting through this foreshore out to sea with those rocks leading off into the horizon. I don't know how it's going to look, but I just want to get out and have a bit of fun. That's what photography is all about, just being out here. So I'm just going to crawl up this rock bank a little bit, just so I can get some elevation, switch lenses somehow in this rain, and get shooting. Let's take a look. Yep, pulling the pin. It's just one of those days where, despite my good intentions of getting a photograph, the weather's just got other things planned which I just can't compete with today. Just this horizontal rain. As soon as I take a lens cap off and look at even pressing the shutter button, my lens is soaked in raindrops, and I just think I need to be smart and give this one a rest today. It's nice being out, but rest assured I will be back. Stay tuned. Hey there, and welcome to take two. I think I've got a much better chance of bagging that nice picture I've got in my mind today. For starters, I'm not getting rained on, and secondly, I've got a much more interesting lighting situation behind me. I'm actually quite excited. I think I'm going to get a nice wintry sunset here, looking due west. I'm just going to try and get myself into location fairly quickly. The sun drops real fast this time of year in Tasmania. So let's go check out this spot and get ourselves a nice coastal scene. I have got very close to the action down here, and I've decided to go for a 35mm lens. I didn't have the option to do this the other day. I just found that with that sea foam and the rain, it was just too dangerous to get down here, but the ocean has backed off a little bit. It's still giving me a fair spray here, but I think I'm in for a pretty amazing time with this super contrasty sunset in the background. I'm shooting at f/16 and I'm around about half a second. I have had the timer on the shutter release, but to get the splash on these rocks and to try and time it to get some nice backlighting from the sun, it's just too hard. So I've just got to wait for the wave to hit, just like now, and fire the shutter off a few times, and straight away I'm getting that really nice misty magic through this scene. I just want to see a little bit more light from that sun pop through the clouds, I reckon, in the next 5 minutes or so, just to give a little bit of a shimmer across some of these rocks, and hopefully I've got a really rewarding sunset here on the north coast of Tasmania. Just finishing off here, and I've got that amazing glimpse of light between the clouds. It has been a bit of an effort trying to keep this front of my camera nice and clean with all the sea spray here. Half a second is the optimum speed here without getting taken out by waves here, and I'm almost submerged in water here. Having too much of a delayed shutter speed over a second or more has just really washed this area out, so half a second is amazing. I'm also getting these little boulders in the front with half a second as well. I'm just really getting some awesome action here. Check out this. Beautiful sunburst light, and I think that's the fact that I've got a super misty lens is probably adding to the atmosphere a little bit here, but some of those big waves crashing have really added some cool sunburst light around here. I'm not sure if that's a look I want to go for, but it certainly is an interesting look. I will give the element a quick clean and fire a few more shots off. I actually got a lot of water on the lens then. I'm just cleaning the element off here just to fire a few more shots. I have waited for this sun to come out. I wanted the light shimmering across the water here, and that's a bit scary. Lucky I've got the gum boots on again. And just with that, I've got this amazing wintry light coming across the water here. I've still got my 3 rocks in focus. It is hard to blog when you're standing out, do these video diaries when you're standing out in a surging ocean like this, so bear with me. One more shot there. And this is really starting to pay off. I reckon I've got about another 60 seconds left of that sun. And that is awesome colours through there. I've shot that at 1/4 of a second. I've got some nice motion blur through this water, but I've also still got some of the turbulence captured through the white water there, a nice catch light and a landmass in the background. This has really been amazing coming back down here. And I think it's time to fold before that sun folds behind the horizon. And once again, thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching another landscape photography and wilderness adventure here in Tasmania, and stick around for more videos in the future.